What is up, y'all? Welcome everybody back to the takeover. And as I said before, I'm back to talk about the Summer League. And who am I talking about? Jayson Tatum. This guy is the real deal. I know this is Summer League. I know we've seen Von Wafer score 42 in the game. I know we've seen a lot of people perform in the Summer League and become a bust in the league. But let me tell you right here, this man, Jayson Tatum, is ready. It's not about the scoring, even though it is about the scoring, but it's not necessarily about dominating the summer league and everything like that. I'm just watching how this kid is playing. I'm just watching with like the confidence that he has, the calmness that he has when he's under pressure, like the footwork. I'm just looking at the skill of this young man. This guy can ball. He's pretty much, proven why he was worth trading down to me at this point. I know I was a big I was in disagreement about it, from jump. And I still, to this day, I'm still like, I'll take Fultz, even though he got hurt the other night. And he's probably going to sit out the rest of the Summer League, which is cool with me because I want to see the guy play. I want to see at least one number one pick play their first season for Philly, which they haven't done in the past 4 years. But anyway, back to Jayson Tatum. The kid's nasty. He was 3-0 in Utah. He was averaging, I believe, 18 and 9 through the first 3 games in Utah, which that's pretty incredible for me as a rookie, especially when you're the top 3 pick. And I know we got Jalen last year, and he didn't really perform just as good in the summer league too. And once again, this is still summer league, but when you're watching this kid play, he's better than all the competition. I mean, he's outdoing the top 3 guys that were up there with him, with Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball, who had a dud his first night, but coincidentally, when he played the Celtics and the guy who got drafted after him, he put up a triple-double, but also got the L as well, where Jayson Tatum in that game had, as a matter of fact, put up 27 and 11 and shot 47%, as well as hitting the big buckets down the stretch, which it seems that he has no problem stepping into that big moment, so to say. It's the Summer League. So Summer League's big type of moments when the game's on the line. He's iced the game against Philly, I believe. That was his debut game. And he had a nice little baseline move on Saturday night against the Lakers. And I mean, granted, came I think Sunday night. Last night they played in Vegas against Portland, and they won that game. But he shot 36% and had 11 points. So I mean, he didn't play too well. But hey, when you're a rookie, you're gonna have those quick little bad games or a slump, and that's just what it is as you're a young player in the league. I'm very fond of this guy. I mean, I like that he can hit shots in the clutch. He hit that shot at the top of the key looking very much like Paul Pierce, which I'm a huge fan of Paul, man. So just to see a guy that has Paul Pierce comparisons, I'm all ears and all eyes on that guy. Like every time he's on the TV, I'm definitely watching him because he's a talented young man. His footwork down there on the baseline when it comes to backing you down and doing a post shimmy fadeaway, I find that pretty amazing to have I believe as a 19-year-old kid. So that only gets better when you get into the league and you're playing against guys better than you. So that's going to be something amazing to watch every night at the Garden. I also just, I like that the kid just gets after it, man. He doesn't really let up too much. He's plays hard every night, and he's proven why he really should have probably been the number 1 pick, honestly. I mean, Danny did right by trading it down at this point. There you have it. I said it. Danny did right. It's cool. I'm cool with Danny right now. He's still not traded Danny to me because he didn't make those type of moves that I like, but, he did right by me this time with picking Tatum. I mean, I'm a big fan of him. My drawbacks on him, though, and it's really only one main one, and it's only because I've heard a couple of commentators compare him to Melo a little bit, and I'm just like, oh, man, Melo. And I like Melo, but he hasn't done much in the past 4 or 5 years, and, he's been getting his name dragged through the mud as far as how his isolation goes and he stops the ball. And that's one thing that I did kind of notice with Tatum here and there, that he would dribble the ball for a little bit too long. And that's when it comes, I know before we drafted him, it was that he was a good ISO basketball player. And is that really what goes on in the league now? I mean, we see a couple of those guys that are ISO players like a Melo, and we see how it's going on for him, where this is a game where the ball moves on a regular basis and everything like that. But that's just one little thing I've noticed. I'm not bent on him doing that against the opponents in the regular season on our roster and everything like that. He's playing around a bunch of mature vets who won't allow that, and Brad Stevens probably won't even play you once you do start doing that. So I'm cool with him doing it. It's something that I just noticed, I believe, against the Lakers when they played. He just did a couple of plays where he just kind of just was dribbling with his head down as well, very Melo-like. So it's funny that they compared him to Melo, and then a couple of games later he kind of did that. But other than that, this overall game is pretty good. He's showcasing very well his skill set and what he can bring to the league. I'll see him being a impact, role player immediately off the pine. Probably a 6-man, 7-man type of role, depending on where Jalen's going to go and how the rest of our roster really shapes up as the season does approach us and everything, because we're still not done with a lot of moves that we've done. But I'd predict by game 20, the kid should be starting, because the way he's putting up numbers now, I can't see that slowing down, and I know it'll probably, go down. It won't be as efficient as it looks now against guys who are also fighting for a roster spot or, aren't that good, at the end of the day, because you're not playing guys in the actual NBA. You're playing guys in the summer league. So, with that being said, I'm out of here. I may be back again with y'all again.